March of 1987, Kathy Stockholm, a 17-year-old West Valley High School senior, was abducted from the parking lot, raped, killed, and her body dumped off a trail in Salcha. Now, the Alaska Innocence Project says evidence in the case doesn't support the murder conviction given to Michael Alexander, who is now serving 198 years in Juneau, Alaska. The lead detective, Jim McCann, says it's too early to claim innocence for Alexander.
Innocence Project. I was the Innocence Project. In all the cases I worked, I was the Innocence Project. I worked tirelessly and relentlessly, not only to identify guilt on a particular subject, but also to identify innocence. Comes to the Innocence Project, the real one, I was the CEO.
The 1987 murder of Kathy Stockholm sent shockwaves through Fairbanks community, and it was a case that McCann says is one of the worst kinds there is.
The sexual homicide, that's a big case. That's the worst kind of crime that could happen. It's a young woman, any woman, killed, murdered because she's female. There's no action of hers that precipitated the crime. It's the worst kind of crime there could be.
The Innocence Project says they will concentrate on semen and hairs found on the victim's clothing and have new DNA testing performed that wasn't available at the time of the murder and trial. McCann says the evidence was strong and the case itself was reviewed thoroughly through all avenues necessary.
I'm not going to say anything about the evidence. The evidence has been documented quite accurately in trial and in any Supreme Court issues or whatever that he might have brought up. I don't even recall any, but the facts will speak for themselves. There was a lot of evidence, and right now these people, whoever they are just echoing what the defendant says.
Finally, for the family members, he says that is the hardest, bringing up a case that was closed almost 30 years ago, but never in the heart of the family.
Dredging up an old case like this is, who cares about what it means to me? It's about the families. What does it mean to the family? They've had to live with this horror for 30 years now, as you say. That's the tragedy.
This is Stephanie Woodard reporting.